We are in the thick of the playoff race, and today we're going to share 3 picks for games going down this weekend. Every pick is going to come from a person that uses the BettorOff app to document their best bets.
It's the best. Love it.
So follow what you're feeling, but if you'd like to follow any of the users that I mentioned in this video, make sure you check out their profile on the BettorOff app. Our first game is going to be covered by a guy that ranks 4th for return on investment numbers over the last 30 days in the NBA. Ryan Kennedy is up 6.5 units right now, and he's going to share his best bet for this Game 3 between Boston and Milwaukee.
Thanks, Dave. Saturday night, the Celtics head to Milwaukee for Game 3 of the series. With FanDuel, the Bucks are 2.5-point favorite, and the total's set at 213. The Celtics come off an impressive display in Game 2 to even the series. Bucks struggled from deep, only making 3 shots beyond the arc on the way to a 23-point loss. I expect things to be a little different in the land of the deer. These teams have met 6 times this season, 4 in Boston and 2 in Milwaukee. The games in Boston have averaged 210 points per game, but the games in Milwaukee have averaged 239 per game. Boston will be without their defensive leader, Marcus Smart, adding more reason to think the Bucks will improve on their scoring output in Game 3. Celtics have hit the over in 18 of their last 30 on the road, and the Bucks have hit the over in 17 of their last 30 at home. At 213, I love this line. I think if they maintain their normal pace of play, they should hit the over no problem. I have plenty more picks to share with you all this weekend, and they're all going to be documented in the BettorOff app. Head over there and give me a follow. Now let's get back over to my man Dave.
Alright, now for this next game, I'm going to follow Mrcnote because looking on the rankings page over the last 30 days, Mrcnote ranks 6th for return on investment, and he's got an 18% ROI in that time. So we're going to trust the process because he has to play on this Memphis Golden State game. DraftKings has the Warriors favored by 7, and the total's at 225.5. Odds are always subject to change, so make sure to check the BettorOff app for the best numbers. Mrcnote seems to be a fan of taking the under in this game. Both of these teams were top 5 for defensive efficiency this season, and they've played each other 6 times. In those games, they're averaging 216 points per contest. So I like to play, I'm going to tell it. I recommend checking out Mrcnote's profile and giving him a follow if you want to ride a hot hand when it comes to NBA right now. Jump into Sunday action, I want to quickly say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, including my own. Love you, Mom. Game 4 between Miami and Philly. PointsBet has the Sixers at -2.5 and the total at 207.5. Expects this line to be active. The Phantom of the process made his presence felt in Game 3. Not only did he get a double-double in his return, but Philly moved the ball around nicely and 4 different players ended up scoring in double digits. They ended up winning the game by 20. However, I think that was more of an aberration. I think that the Heat may have been caught off guard a bit by Embiid's return. To make things even worse, they shot terribly, going 35% from the field. I'm expecting a bounce-back game from the Heat. This team is too deep to have that many players have an off night again, and I expect a better game plan this go around. I would have taken them on the money line, but that was only getting +110, so I opted to take the points at 2.5 instead. BettorOff covers every major sport, and I keep an eye on the leaderboard to share who's been winning so that we can all follow a hot hand in these videos. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell if you'd like to stay tuned. Please show your support for the channel, and until next time, best of luck banging on the books.